So before I close out, I just want to give you like a small list of things that adds on to mommy anxiety. Hola, beautiful people. It's your girl, Miss Amazing, so amazing, and welcome back to What's the Tea, my little teacups. So this week we have been talking about anxiety. We've been discussing mental health. Earlier this week I talked about my success anxiety, where things are going really good for me and it can go to the next level and I'm just like flustered, completely overwhelmed, unsure, I second guess, all of that good stuff. Yesterday we had my girl Star Vibes. Well, Keisha, aka Star Vibes, and she was talking about her health anxiety and everything that went along with that and how she learned to cope in her journey. Now, today, I know you guys are going to see the title and be like, what the hell you know? But we're going to be talking about mommy anxiety. Yes, it's a thing, guys. It's a thing. So the way I've come to understand it is mommy anxiety comes in 3 stages. Now, the first and second stage are kind of similar, and maybe the first stage don't really apply to too many people but me, but I'm going to express to y'all what I think that is. I'm going to explain stage 2, and then I'm going to explain stage 3. Now, stage 1 is basically all my thinking and the way my brain works. So if you relate, then great. I'm glad we are on the same page. Maybe we can help each other out. We could talk. If you don't feel the same way I feel, or you're not experiencing that feeling, but you feel where I'm coming from, just drop some hearts in the comment. Let a sister know you're feeling me. Now, stage 2 and 3 is going to be coming from the words of my beautiful best friend, Lady. Y'all know. So first, let's just discuss what mommy anxiety is. Everybody knows what anxiety is. Basically, there is unsureness in a situation that is occurring or is about to occur. You feel flustered, heart race speeds up, like all of those things. Now, as a mother, all of those things are centered around your motherhood and your children and the way you raise your children. And if y'all know where I live, y'all know this train is disrespectful. But yes, that's basically what mommy anxiety is. Like, you're just unsure, you're overwhelmed with feelings, things of that nature. So let's just get into stage 1 of mommy anxiety. Okay, stage 1 is basically the same as stage 2, but the Trini/amazing version. So I am someone who's been working with kids since I was 13. Like, that's literally the only job I've ever had has been centered around children. Why, you ask? I love children. Like, I love kids. I've always wanted to be a mother. Like, those are the things that you ask. You know, you ask the kids in kindergarten or whatever grade they're in, and they're like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And my answer has never changed. It's always model, mother, wife. No particular order. Doesn't matter when it happens, as long as it happens. Now, the modeling I've been doing for a little bit, you know, not professionally, but y'all know who I am, and y'all know this walk. The wife thing, well on its way, and now we're worrying about the kids, right? So, my mommy anxiety is, like, y'all can even see, even talking about it, my hands is just like, I can't help it. Anyway, my mommy anxiety is, as much as I love children, as good as I work with children, my friends' kids, my work babies, kids in the street, I have this thing for children. I feel like when I finally do have kids, I'm not gonna be a good mother. Like, any job I've had, any parents I've encountered, they always say, oh, Miss Lee, Miss P, you're gonna be a great mother. You're so great with these children. And I'm like it feels good to hear these things, but what if I'm not? What am I gonna do? And it's like every time I tell somebody this, my mother, my boyfriend, my friends, anybody, they're like, oh, girl, shut up. You're gonna be a great mother. Girl, bye. Don't even worry about it. Like, look how good you are with these children and all of this, that, and the third. And it's like, I hear what y'all saying, but in my head, I am like literally panicking over the fact that maybe I'm not gonna love my kids the way I love other children's kids. I mean, other people's kids, or maybe the way other people's kids listen to me. What if my child doesn't listen to me the way other people's kids listen to me? What am I gonna do then? How am I gonna discipline my kids? I don't want to discipline them the way I do with the kids in the street. I mean, at work, but it's no different than them being my own kids because I treat them like they're my own kids. I'm rambling. Do you see the anxiety picking up even as I'm just talking about it? Okay, now that I've taken a breather for a second because I had to relax, I've learned to cope with it by thinking nobody's ever really prepared. No matter how many books you read, how many documentaries you watch, no matter how many friends you speak to or how many godchildren you have, because I got some, no matter how many stepchildren you have, like, you just never know what your experience is going to be as a mother. So I have to remember that at all times. Like, you just never know. I might think I'm going to be the good cop parent, like the one that's always like, woo, 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 woo. And hell, Julia might be the softie and I might be the disciplinary. Who knows? I don't know. But I've learned to not put so much pressure on myself. I don't even have a fertilized egg yet. Why am I thinking so far ahead, right? I done already planned my kid's graduation party, FYI. I know, I'm crazy. Moving on to stage 2. Now, does this look like the face of a woman that has mommy anxiety? Anybody who knows my best friend, Lady, knows that she is all about her kids. She is a mom's mom, like the mom that you see with the picket fence and the mom van. She doesn't have a mom van. She got a cute little mom truck. But with the mom van, like, she is that mom. Pack up the kids. We're going to the pool upstate. Like, all of these things. So stage 2 is first time mom jitters. Hey, completely normal. You think, you don't know what's gonna happen. This is your first child. I think she did amazingly well first time around. She was ready. I kind of wish she was here to like explain it to you guys herself, but she is a working woman, okay? She runs her department, so she can't be taken off to do my interviews. But as her best friend, I am here to speak for her. So for her, stage 2 was more so being prepared way in advance. So she built Caden's crib. Caden, my godson, that's her first child. He's 7 now. She built his crib, I think when she was like 6 or 7 months. Like, she was just prepared. Her bag was packed months in advance. Like, she just didn't know what was going to happen. Because you can have the baby early, you can have the baby later, who knows? So she just knew that she had to be prepared well in advance before her due date, just in case. And that she was. She's still worried about her being at work when it happened, or her being in the house by herself when it happened. I think that's where her anxiety really came from. She was prepared well in advance before her due date. So I guess the wait made her more anxious. Like, she just didn't know when it was going to happen. Is it going to happen on the day? Is it going to happen before the day? Like, am I going to be by myself? Those were all her big worries. But with the second baby, my Kaylee, the shady baby, my goddaughter, she didn't have any of those worries in the beginning. Like, she already knew what she had to do. So her crib was built later, close to her due date. Her bag was packed closer to her due date. Like, she had other things going on during her pregnancy, little complications here and there that she had to worry about. So all the things that she had done well in advance with her first child, she wasn't able to do with the second child, which was fine because she already knew what she had to do. Have the backpack, make sure this is here, make sure that is there. So that brings us to stage 3 of mommy anxiety. I know you guys are wondering, like, well, where the hell is the anxiety? She was prepared right on time, like she knew everything that was gonna come. Where's the anxiety? She said that the anxiety kicked in once she got home. Because although she knew exactly what to do with her from having her kid, her first child, Kaylee was a new breed of kid. Like, she is different. And not like weird, different. Like, she's just different than Kaden. Kaden was cool, calm, collected. He be chilling. He may cry a little bit. That's that. But Kaylee was a different species. So I guess the difference in the beginning stages with the second child kind of threw her for a loop. So not only is her second child not exactly resembling the same patterns as her first child, it's like, what am I supposed to do? So that's one. And then two, now there's two of them. Now I not only have to figure out why you're crying, I now have to deal with my older child who's more self-sufficient. He could kind of move and groove by himself, but you still have to parent your child. Like, so now she's in two different realms. She has to deal with newborn activities and not toddler. He's not a toddler. What are it? Young boys? I don't know. What do you call 7 and older? I'm not sure. Grade school. Now she has to deal with newborn activity and grade school activity. So I think it kind of threw her for a loop. And even as far as going back to work and all of that stuff, she been back to work with her first child 3 weeks. Kaden was 3 weeks, and he was in daycare living his best life, and she was back to the money. You figure, deal me, this is about her moolah. But with the second child, she didn't go back to work as fast. So that also kind of made I don't want to say postpartum, because I don't think she exactly had postpartum, but that kind of jiggled that little fence a little bit, because it's like, when I'm not here, I am queen of the damn. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling this person what to do, that person what to do. I'm taking care of this, that, and the third. But then I'm here right now, and I have spit up on my shirt and kid running around the house, and it's like, am I losing myself? So I want to say that is the difference between her stage 2 anxiety and her stage 3 anxiety. Her stage 2 anxiety was just the pre-worries, like, am I gonna be a good mom? Kind of like what I was thinking, but just different situation. Is my kid gonna be raised correctly? Like, all of these worries. Am I gonna be unprepared by the time we get here? Is the crib not gonna be done? Those were all her first anxious thoughts for her first child. But with her second child, it was, am I losing myself? I now have 2 kids. Am I still going to be able to be the person that I am in the real world when I come home? Are they going to see me as this person, or am I just a mom now? These are all the things that go through women's heads every day. No children, 2 children, 3 children, 1 child. All of these things are what we do. So with all of that being said, I'm just going to give you guys the advice that I gave my best friend. As far as your first kid jitters, the same thing I said, the way I cope, understand that nobody's ever really prepared. Nobody's journey is the same. Even from your first child to your second child, the journey is not the same. You're going to learn something new every day as a parent. You're going to learn something new every day on your journey to being a parent, or you're going to learn something new every day once you find out that you're going to be a parent. Like, being a parent is a learning journey 24/7, because you just never know what's going to happen. And I understand that can give you guys anxious thoughts. I am one of those people who gets very anxious with those thoughts. But you have to understand, did your parent know how you were going to turn out? Did they know how they were going to be as a parent? And look at you now. And you know, those second kid jitters, am I losing myself? Am I going to be just a mom? Am I not going to be able to carry my bad bitch mentality from the workplace home? I say, you want people to see the way you see yourself. How are you presenting yourself to these people? Kid, baby, man, child, whatever. However you present yourself to the world, however you present yourself to your family, is exactly how they're going to see you. So if you want to be seen as the same bad bitch that you're seen as in the workplace or in these streets or around your friends, that is the person that you present to your kids, to your man, to your mama, whoever. Show them who you want to be seen as. Never lose yourself. Now, I know a couple of people are going to watch this and be like, easier said than done, or girl, bye, you ain't got no kids, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. I completely understand. I get it. All I'm doing is just giving you the advice that I would give to any of my mom friends, and that I hope any of my friends, family, or mom friends, or whatever would give to me. Like, speak life into me. Speak happiness into me. Speak love into me. That is part of dealing with mental health. That is part of dealing with anxiety. That is part of dealing with depression. You have to have a community around you that is going to speak positivity into you. And if you don't, let me be that person. Come, follow me. Follow me. Follow me, yeah. But I mean, I got ya. I'm always going to speak positive light into everybody. So before I close out, I just want to give you like a small list of things that adds on to mommy anxiety. Things that you guys are gonna think is so innocent, but it really isn't, guys. And it's gonna take a lot of unlearning, because I do it all the time. Hell, I do it to myself. So, 1, asking, when are you gonna have kids? Why don't you have kids? What are you waiting for? You're not getting any younger. You need to find a man so you can have a baby. You don't want to be unmarried with a baby, do you? Like, all the things that in the Black community, in any community, these questions are asked once women get to a certain age or to a certain part in their life. And sometimes we have to realize that those things are a little inappropriate. Okay, guys, so we have come to the end of this video, but I am going to leave you with a T-tip. T-tip. Mommy anxiety is not something that should be shied away from. It is something that actually should be discussed more often. Postpartum should be discussed more often. So many people don't realize that they're going through these things because they feel like it's normal. Like, of course I'm supposed to feel a little jittery. I'm about to have a baby. I'm about to have another baby. Like, of course I'm supposed to be a little anxious. But you don't have to feel that way. You can talk. There are so many people that are willing to listen. If not, I'm willing to listen. Send me a message. I love talking about babies and the possibility of having babies. So, Miss Amazing, over and out. Hallelujah. Holla back. Teapot.